Hello guys, third part of me talking about balance and state of the game. I want to talk about crew because this is the next trap which waits for new players. Here you can see this trap. I joined some random ship, and the problem is that in Dreadnought most players are solo players, and when they try to go, they try to play game, they find out that they need to reload turrets, they need heal and so on. And they cannot do all these things solo. So if they don't have friend, they can make their ship public. And this is the worst mistake, because to build good public ship, it's very, very hard. So most people, noobs, who will make public ship, they're gonna lose their ship because someone will build branch and they're gonna destroy whole ship, They're gonna destroy factories or maybe helm or maybe take helm and, fly somewhere. So making ship public is very hard. And there are few problems, few solutions. One of the solutions I think is the simplest and will make huge impact is to add one more rank, because now we have guest, crew and their captain. And the problem is that usually, let me join maybe other ship. Okay, here you can see what I'm talking about. When you spawn as guest, you have to put them in jail, like here. So I'm in jail, I cannot do anything, and this is safe for the ship. But the problem is that captain has to advance me to crew, so I can leave and do something. And this is the problem, because he has no extra rank, so there is no something like trusted crew, where he could allow me to do something more. Because now, if he advances me to crew, then he has still to limit something like branch or helm, because so if he trusts someone, he has to make him captain to allow go through some doors. Here, for example, you can see that crew can go here, and that's it, can walk here. So there is something for crew, but also captain wants, to keep some parts of ships for himself. And trusted crew would allow to make some doors only for trusted crew, but also trusted crew would not have the option to save ship or to load ship or to change access for crew. I mean, they could not advance someone, because this is the part which captain can. So this is the simplest solution to solve some of the problems with public ship. But it's still the problem that you need the crew who will help you if you want to make serious ship, because you will not be able to build big ship and fight in Sparrow, because you need healers. And the problem can be solved with auto healers, building which heals ship. And people who don't like auto healers are probably people who argue against, usually talk about the bigger ships will get better, like it's a problem. But I don't think making bigger ships is the problem. Making bigger ships better is a problem. You can see here are some ships with a similar size. This is the screenshots I took for how to make Battleship movie. But okay, so my point is that these ships have equal strength, and the crew makes the difference. And this is the only factor which matters, you know, if which ship will be stronger. And you can see here are some guests who are trapped. Their only task is to click here and, you know, use this freaking shield. This is so boring, so annoying. This is not the part of the game which anyone want to play. You know, this is boring. So auto healers remove need of these healers, you know, these slaves. And it also reduces gap between cheaters and normal players, because it's so simple to make cheat which simply clicks one point in the game. This can be done by, you know, different methods, and you cannot prevent it. So auto healers help with cheaters, help for solo players, remove slaves. There is no need for slaves. And argument against is usually that bigger ship is gonna be better. But I don't believe that is the real reason people are against auto healers. Usually they are against because they have crew or they have cheats. So they have advantage against people who are solo players. And most of people are solo players in Dreadnought, at least most of the ships. So having one healer makes the huge difference. Okay, so let's talk about balance of auto healers. Auto healers would be a building. I don't know what size. I don't really care. It could be any size. Maybe not any, but I think factory size or recycle size makes sense, or maybe expando size. And auto healers would have to use metal for health. And the ratio is something what can be changed. This is the part, you know, you need to test it. You need to put it in game and know and check how it feels. Maybe 1 metal for 50 HP, or maybe it has to be 4 metal for 50 HP. How fast they gonna heal? I don't know, because it has to be tested. Maybe I don't know, 20 health per second, or maybe it should be 5 health per second, or maybe faster. It has to be tested in the game, but it can be adjusted by, you know, these two parts. If they're gonna be too strong, there is no problem to slow down healing rate or increase the cost of healing. It's not like people, it will make metal sink. So people who are not collecting metal now, they're gonna decide, okay, now I need metal. There is some use for metal. And it's not like people will take damage for fun, you know. It's gonna hurt because you're gonna need metal, and it's also, you know, heal rate can be changed over time to, you know, to fit the balance. So I think this part, making auto healers will help crew. Will help solve the problem with crew, because now solo players cannot play the game, and the problem is, this is the screenshots taken at the same time. Here is no one. Why? Because people are scared of losing their ships, and they're gonna wait for crew, then they're gonna go out, meet no one. And if people would have more, you know, would have auto healers, more people would go here to Sparrow to fight. And I know that people talk like it's hard to destroy another ship. I agree with that. Why? Because they sit in Freeport. And making auto healer will make more fights. More people will be fighting here. So I think auto healers are necessary, and they can be adjusted, you know, by cost, or even size. Size can be changed over time or something. I don't know, but they're gonna help with cheaters, help for solo players and for new players, and remove this boring part where there are slaves. Okay, next video I'm gonna talk about Finch and Sparrow,